Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and a few weeks ago on the live stream, as I was starting it up, I saw a very uncommon guitar that I have been looking for quite some time pop up. It caught my attention so much so that I ended the stream, called the shop that had it, which was a Guitar Center, believe it or not, and made sure the deal happened, and finally it has arrived. We're going to be unboxing this guitar and taking a look at it. I'm going to be explaining why I bought it, but before we get to any more talking, I know you just want to see what it is. So, spoiler alert, there's nothing in this box. Yeah, it's a nitro finish, so it's been in its case acclimating, so we're ready to go. And unlike the last unboxing, this one actually is a Gibson. Now this case has definitely seen better days, but it's intact and it appears all of the latches work. That's a good start. As I said, there we go. All right, here we go. And there she is. It has been a decade since I last had one of these. This is a Gibson Goddess. Okay, this guitar is definitely in used player condition. It is not a collector's piece. It's got a lot of surface scratches, pick scratches. Oh man, some pretty gnarly buckle rash on it, but this is light as a feather. And one other weird thing here, on the binding right there, it'll zoom in and catch it, a little bit of a blue tint to it. Not sure what that's all about, but man, I can't believe how light this is. Now it's always risky when you purchase something from Guitar Center's used section. Sometimes you can get really lucky. This guitar definitely does have a lot of wear on it, but I find it endearing because nothing is through the paint. There's no chips or anything. This guitar was made on the 215th day of the year 2007. It's all original, including the pickups, which is our 498T and a 490. Man, this guitar brings back so many memories for me. I bought this guitar when I was living with my ex-girlfriend in Orlando, I think 2010. I fell in love with it instantly in the store. I'd never even heard of this line of guitars until I saw it in person. It was used for $1,000. And yeah, I should have kept that one. That's one I should have given her a different guitar to keep instead of this one. But hey, the end of it all, sure, it took over a decade, but I got another one. Now I'm gonna go into more detail when I make the full video on this guitar and do all the sound demos and all that fun stuff. But a few other quick little things about this guitar that are pretty interesting. This nut is actually narrower than a standard Les Paul, and I kind of like it. It reminds me of the Fender Japan stuff that I've been playing. That's also a little bit narrower than the US spec. 60 slim taper neck, nothing special there. Doesn't feel super paper thin though. Outside of the nut, you would think maybe it's a little bit on the shredder side. No, it feels pretty comfortable. We'll have to measure it exactly. But another thing that's really cool, obviously you just have the wraparound tailpiece, a la something like a Junior, and the one volume and the one tone pot. I mentioned in a different video, or maybe it was a stream the other day, a slight hint that I wouldn't mind having a Les Paul that only had one of each, because I don't care about coil splits on these kinds of guitars. When I'm playing a guitar that's a Les Paul, I don't want anything but the sheer-on humbucker, and I think that this is a really cool design, a very underrated design, albeit that they've gained a lot of popularity since their initial release, and I think that they made a huge mistake with this guitar, marketing it specifically to women, because this thing is a monster. I remember how much gain this took, and it was part of the reason that I was blown away, and I was just like, yeah, we're definitely buying that. When I played this in the store in a Sam Ash in Orlando, Florida, when I bought this, I played it through an orange rock reverb, and I was blown away. The thing was just out of control with the gain, and I was like, this is unlike anything I would have ever expected of such a pretty instrument. And well, you know, I've got a thing for the color blue. I know some people already have caught on to that. And I realize I'm gonna disappoint some of you that I'm not gonna be doing any demos or playing of this guitar tonight. It is simply too late for this, but I could not wait to get this open. It's a guitar that I've been on the hunt for quite some time. They very rarely come up for sale. I'm still gonna have my eye out for the violet version, not the rose, not the ice, for the violet version, the purple of this guitar. And that would be another instant purchase, but they're never for sale. And when they are for sale, they're exorbitantly priced. Luckily, I was in the right place at the right time, and the Guitar Center in Linwood that I purchased this from wasn't gouging at all. So that made my decision a whole lot easier when it came down to making the decision to purchase this guitar. If there's anything you'd like to see or hear when I do the full demo of this guitar in the upcoming days, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. I don't know if unboxings are gonna be a regular thing, but this is a really, really special guitar to me. And yeah, brings back a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories, a lot of crazy times when I was a little bit younger. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy, everybody.